Going away for 3 to 4 days? Don't overpack. Here's how to fit everything you need in a small bag, being a backpack or carry-on, with room to spare for souvenirs. In recent years, I've come to prefer traveling light, taking only a backpack or carry-on for business trips. This way, I avoid luggage fees, save time at the airport, and enjoy greater flexibility when moving from place to place. However, to manage traveling light, I've had to improve my packing skills over the years. Before each trip, I take time to research the weather, my itinerary, and local customs. This helps me choose clothing that's both practical and culturally appropriate. By doing so, I avoid overpacking and ensure I'm prepared for every situation. In my opinion, there are a few key clothing features that should be prioritized when packing. I've lost count of how many times I've packed freshly ironed clothes, only to unpack them looking like they've been trampled. And not every hotel room has an iron to fix the damage. Due to this, wrinkle-resistant is one of the features I look when packing. The second one is to have clothes lightweight and breathable. Color plays an important role when packing. I usually opt for neutral or solid tones, as they're much easier to mix and match. I pack clothes that can serve multiple purposes, such as outfits suitable for both sleeping and lounging, or for wearing during the day and at dinner. Now that we've covered the main things I look for when packing clothes, let's move on to what I avoid packing. I try to avoid packing heavy or bulky items like thick sweaters unless I'm expecting cold weather. Instead, I usually wear the bulkier pieces on travel days to save space in my luggage. When it comes to shoes, I usually stick to 2 pairs. One I wear while traveling and one extra in my bag. I avoid bringing new shoes or even older pairs I've never worn before, as they often lead to blisters. I did recently find a pair of sneakers that didn't hurt my feet on the first wear, but that was a rare exception. I also avoid packing just-in-case clothing, especially if the items aren't versatile. If I haven't worn something before, it's unlikely I'll suddenly want to wear it on vacation, no matter how pretty the item is. I also tend to skip packing clothes with loud patterns, as they're difficult to re-wear without standing out. How about new clothes? Yes, if I've tried them on and are comfortable. I avoid packing never-worn shoes or outfits as the discomfort risk is high. As a tip, new pieces can be fun, but test them on a normal day before packing them for a vacation. Now that we've figured out what to pack, let's talk about how to pack it. Should you fold your clothes or roll them? What's most space efficient? I tend to use a mix of rolling and folding, depending on the item. Rolling clothes comes with a few key advantages, including the following. Save space especially for soft clothes like t-shirts, leggings, socks, and small items. If done tightly, reduces wrinkles. The items in your bag are easy to see and grab. This method is best for t-shirts, casual tops, dresses, jeans, or activewear. But not all items can be rolled, therefore folding should be used. This method is good for structured or bulky items like blazers, jackets, or button-down shirts, as it keeps the structure and removes the creases. So, we've covered what to pack and how to pack it, but are there other ways to save space? I often use packing cubes, but are they really worth it? My answer is yes, for organization and compression, as our keeping clothes grouped makes unpacking easier, especially in shared or small spaces. Packing cubes can be also compression cubes. They literally reduce volume. How I use them best is to roll clothes inside cubes, and I have best of both worlds. I use different cube sizes by category, one for tops, one for bottoms, and I put small items, socks, underwear, in the smallest cube or zip pouch. Once all my packing cubes are ready, fitting them into my luggage feels like playing a game of Tetris. Best strategy combination: roll clothes plus use packing cubes, as it gives the most space, keeps things organized, and minimizes wrinkles. Now that we know the advantages of packing cubes, the question is, backpack or cabin trolley? Both a backpack and a small carry-on trolley can work well for a 3 to 4 day trip. What you choose depends on the type of trip, vacation, or business. For business trips, I would definitely opt for a carry-on. The pros for a backpack are hands-free and easy to carry, offers more flexibility in tight spaces like public transport, stairs, and cobblestone streets. This travel style is great for minimalist or active travelers. Of course, are also disadvantages of traveling with a backpack. Can get heavy on your shoulders, harder to keep clothes wrinkle-free, less structured, harder to organize. A carry-on helps keep clothes neat and wrinkle-free, offers easier organization with compartments and packing cubes, reduces strain on your back and shoulders, and looks more polished, especially for business or city travel. One disadvantage of traveling with a carry-on is that it can be bulkier and harder to carry on stairs or uneven terrain. It may also be tricky to manage on crowded transportation and feel awkward if you're constantly on the move. Also, if the flight is fully booked, the airline may ask to check in your luggage. Bottom line, choose a backpack if you're packing light, moving frequently, or expect uneven terrain. Choose a trolley if you want structure, ease of packing, or a more polished look. As you can't go in any trip without taking cosmetics, my advice is to stick to the essentials. Bring only what you use daily. For a short trip, skip the just-in-case extras and go multi-use. Choose multifunctional products to save space and weight. Use travel sizes or refillable travel containers for liquids and bring sample sizes of your favorite products. I also prefer to use a small, clear pouch. Keeps items visible and organized and also speeds up airport security checks. Keep a pre-packed travel kit. Store a ready-to-go cosmetic pouch with mini versions is also a good option. When it comes to tech gear, my advice is simple. Don't bring the whole office. Only pack what you'll actually use. Wrap cords and keep them organized in a small cable pouch or tech organizer. Fully charge all devices before flying to avoid stress, and bring an external battery for your phone. Opt for in-ear headphones instead of bulky ones. I prefer using a single multi-port USB charger to power all my devices. When I travel, I always pack a small medical kit with essential items like painkillers, antihistamines, and any prescription medications I need. I also include basics like plasters, antiseptic wipes, and something for digestive issues, just in case. It's a simple step that gives peace of mind and saves time if something unexpected comes up. Travel light, stay organized, and always plan for comfort. These small tips will make all the difference on your trip.